Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're going to find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, we've got Stuart Alderoty showing us why Ripple is going to win this case. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, we have all been waiting for this moment when after every brief has been filed, every response has been filed, all information has been submitted, all expert testimony has been submitted and rehashed and all of that. And now here we are. All that's left is for Judge Torres to actually make her decision in this summary judgment. And Stuart Alderoty is coming out there and sharing with the community why Ripple is going to win. Right here, we got Ripple Counsel is giving strong argument about XRP as a landmark lawsuit nears its end. Guys, this lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC is absolutely monumental. It is probably, no matter how it's decided, it is probably going to determine how any other digital asset company is going to be adjudicated in this space. And so Stuart Alderoty is coming out and he's basically laying it down where he says these are the areas where the SEC has no chance of standing and Ripple's going to win. The first thing he's coming up with right here says Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, argues there is no investment contract because there's no formal contract between the company and purchasers. Alderoty further noted that the SEC has failed to satisfy any of the limbs of the infamous Howey test. He points out that the commission's reliance on precedent initial coin offering cases has no bearing on the lawsuit. And why does it not have any bearing on the lawsuit, guys? Because Ripple never had an ICO. Ripple raised its first seed money through venture capital. And yes, there were sales of XRP after the fact, but it was not an investment contract that they needed with any kind of promissory idea that if we do well, you'll do well kind of deal. And so Alderoty is laying it out there that the SEC hasn't a leg to stand on. And basically what he comes down and saying is, hey, the reason the SEC and detractors are trying to recast Ripple's argument is that they have no answer for the arguments that Ripple's actually making. This is a big deal. And it's why this case differentiates between library and other cases, because in those cases, there were ICOs. Ripple never had one. And to tie the sale of any future purchases of XRP back to some kind of an investment contract with Ripple is absolutely insane because there was no offering in the first place. Now, when the SEC is going to go out there and say, hey, this is a security, well, a security was defined by the Howey test, and it has to meet those prongs. And if it doesn't meet those prongs, you can't recraft the law and the definition of it just to make it fit what you want it to fit. And that is exactly what the SEC has been trying to do. And Alderoty makes it absolutely clear that they're not going to win. Now, here we got right down here the significance of the Ripple case in crypto regulation, and you cannot underestimate this. It's common practice for companies under the SEC microscope to settle allegations quietly without going to trial. Why? Because in most cases, they know they've broken the law and they don't want to lose absolutely everything. And so what do? They settle. They don't even see the inside of a courtroom. They certainly don't move it this far down the line. Well, and they're pointing out here, which is why this Ripple case is so rare. Ripple is not going to capitulate on this. In fact, offering a courtroom test of the law, Ripple pledges to fight the suit right all the way to the Supreme Court. Now, according to Alderoty, the company is proud of the defense it has mounted so far on behalf of the entire cryptocurrency industry. Absolutely 100% no doubt. If Ripple wins, XRP wins, crypto wins. And there are a lot of folks out there that have finally got on board to that fact that, hey, this case is going to be so groundbreaking and it's going to set such a precedent, win or lose. And that's what they're saying right here. Win or lose, Ripple is likely to set an example for peers, whether its native cryptocurrency, XRP, falls within the parameters of what constitutes a security will ultimately be for the court to decide. That being said, Ripple losing would essentially give the SEC the ammunition it needs to go after every other digital asset company in this entire digital asset space. So in other words, the result of that legal wrangle could permanently alter the fate of crypto trading. That is not an overstatement. In fact, that's probably an understatement. We're looking at us literally on the threshold of an absolute new, they call it the fourth industrial revolution, a totally different asset class and digital asset space. And this case that Ripple is fighting, they are fighting for the entire cryptocurrency industry and digital asset space. And why? Because if the SEC has its way, it is going to be so heavy-handed in this space that barely anything is going to get out from underneath that jurisdiction. And guys, the bottom line is this. When we purchased our XRP after market, we did not get any kind of guarantee from Ripple as a corporation like you would with a stock. We don't get to vote on the board. We don't get prospectus. No one comes to us and asks us if we want a proxy vote because we can't attend. And we certainly don't share in the dividends of the corporation. We have nothing like that. It is nowhere near a security. In fact, XRP will exist. It existed before Ripple and it could exist after Ripple's gone. And in fact, if another competitor, I want you to think of something. If another competitor to Ripple came, they could literally utilize the same XRP ledger and the same native asset XRP to compete with Ripple doing the exact same business. That is absolutely amazing. And you cannot then tie XRP to Ripple and try to make it seem like, hey, without Ripple, XRP would never survive. That is absolute hogwash. There are so many there. I think 15 amicus briefs filed, and we just did an interview with Reaper Financial where they demonstrate clearly that, hey, look, we utilize XRP and the XRP ledger in this way. And in fact, it is an absolute utility for so many. And so, guys, I think we are going to see a win here, and it is going to be big. So guys, now building on that prior article that we just read, which was published today on December 9th, just take a look at this article that was published yesterday, December 8th. Take a look at the title at first. The SEC may be trapped here. And why would they be trapped? Because guys, they are building a case on sand. They don't have a leg to stand on with respect to this Howey test. Now, just take a look down here with respect to this. Now, in his latest comments, they're talking about Stuart Alderoty here. The general counsel again hints towards the defendants of Ripple proceeding towards a settlement. Now, guys, what you're watching is the SEC is being squeezed into such a tight corner that settlement may be their only option. Just listen to how Stuart Alderoty breaks this down here. He pointed out, Stuart Alderoty, the fact that there is no contract of investment between Ripple and the XRP holders. Moreover, the SEC is still unable to satisfy a single prong of the Howey test. That's big. He also mentioned that the brief, which has been submitted, portrays that XRP was never purchased as a security of Ripple. It's not a stock, like we were trying to say there. Additionally, the conclusion drawn from the amici briefs and the evidence without any base is believed to defeat the commission's claims with ease. Guys, he is showing you this is why Ripple is going to win this case. But listen to this next bit. Above all, the final verdict of the Ripple versus SEC case is believed to bring drastic changes within the crypto space, this entire digital asset space, and also change the perspective of the common man. Get that. With the closure of Ripple versus SEC case, the cryptos are expected to be widely accepted around the globe after being regulated. Guys, this case is so foundational that when Ripple wins this case, it is literally probably going to cause a massive explosion in adoption around the world. And yes, we are going to see regulation, and this space needs regulation. In fact, the majority of us welcome healthy regulation because with that is going to come massive adoption. Now, guys, I want to show you something else. So, based on what we've been seeing here, take a look at this. And this is just a couple days back. XRP price on a surge as whales move 160 million XRP. Guys, listen to this. Whales accumulating over 19 million worth of XRP tokens from Bitso crypto exchange. As per the data, the largest transaction recorded by the tracker has been of adding 40 million XRP, worth about 15.3 million. Guys, we are seeing these whales literally gobble up this space. Now, a lot of times you hear people say, well, then why aren't we seeing such a massive price increase? Well, I'll tell you why. It's over-the-counter trades. Over-the-counter trades have access to every exchange, obviously Bitso crypto exchange as well. They have private buyers. They have different types of liquidity pools, and you can go in there and with millions and millions of dollars, you can buy these assets and not start off at like 38 to 40 cents and end up at, $10 or $12, right? By the time you're done buying that much. So what they do is they spread out the buys, and that is how these markets work. Now, I want to show you something else before we wind this up. Just take a look at this title. JP Morgan joins forces with Ripple partner in the United Arab Emirates. And what this means for the XRP price. Now, guys, I think this has more to do with the XRP ecosystem. A lot of folks have come out there and have basically postulated that JP Morgan is going to be this massive competitor against Ripple. And here they are partnering up with Ripple partners. Guys, they are all going to interconnect and work together to each other's advantage. They realize that a long, drawn out, tear down fight is going to do nothing but destroy this space for both of them. And I believe you are going to see some amazing partnerships after this case is over. I mean, heck, we have just heard from Bank of America and the Commonwealth Bank of Australia and other banks that as soon as this case is settled, they're going to be utilizing Ripple's on-demand liquidity. You're talking about the evaporation of an entire system that is being dependent on Nostro Vostro accounts and freeing up billions of dollars in liquidity. It is going to be truly amazing. Now, this is a video I have for you today, and like always, if you want to add to the conversation, well, you just drop your comments right down there, open it up to the community, and start a discussion. So guys, before you go, I just want to remind the community of our Discord server, which is an absolutely amazing place to meet with like-minded individuals, and it's been growing like crazy. And in that space, you can talk about whatever you want with respect to anything in this digital asset space, sharing all your thoughts, ideas, opinions, and all that stuff. It is absolutely free, and the link is right down there in the description of this video. Now, something else that comes up a lot of folks will ask, hey David, where's a great exchange where I can buy some XRP? Well, guys, I don't use an exchange. Actually, I use these guys right here. This is Caleb and Brown. Now, Caleb and Brown is a digital asset brokerage. And the fantastic thing about a digital asset brokerage is this: you literally get to pick up the phone and talk personally one-on-one with your broker. Now, what is really amazing is there's no deposit fees. There's no withdrawal fees. In fact, there's not even custody fees. The only fee that you have to pay is your trading fee. Now, these guys provided a link for us specifically right down there in the comments. You click that link and you sign up with them, you're going to get 3.5% on your fees. And I'll tell you what, when you're dealing with Coinbase, Kraken, or Uphold, and you have an issue, you're having to send off a support ticket that who knows how long it's going to take to get resolved. resolved. And there's really not even a phone number where you can call to even talk to any customer support. Well, for that 3.5%, it gives me peace of mind that I know that I can get on the phone and literally talk to my broker and get my issue resolved. So for me, that's a big deal. Now, last but not least, guys, I have had a lot of folks reaching out to me saying, hey, do you have any more coaching spots left? So guys, I have opened it up for just a little bit longer. If you want to do a one-on-one coaching for 1 hour for $250, where we talk about absolutely anything you need with respect to your portfolio, your exit strategy, whatever it is you're looking for, then we can do that. Now, just reach out to me right there at coaching@thedigital.outlook.com and we will get it all set up. Now, as you know, guys, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And hey, don't forget to hit the notification bell down there so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we're uploading. And if you're one of the thousands of people who have been watching these videos, but you haven't yet subscribed, would you do the channel a favor and join this community? We would really love to have you on board. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.